Many people today are working longer, not because they have to, but because they believe it's the responsible thing to do. And sometimes it is. But one thing most people don't realize is that working past 60 comes with a very real cost, not just in time or energy, but in taxes, healthcare choices, Social Security timing, and even how long your retirement savings ultimately last. I see this often. A couple works until 65, believing they're strengthening their financial future, but the way their income stacks on top of Social Security, Medicare, RMDs, and investment growth actually puts them in a less efficient position than if they had retired even a few years earlier. Let's walk through the hidden financial and lifestyle costs, and while delaying retirement may not always be the benefit it appears to be. Hi, I'm Scott O'Connell with Tactical Investment Advisors, and today I'm breaking down the overlooked financial consequences of working past age 60 and how those extra years can sometimes shrink rather than strengthen your long-term retirement picture. If you find this helpful, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps more people find these educational videos. First, the tax bracket problem. Higher income can mean higher lifetime taxes for many people over 60. Working longer means salary, business income, retirement account growth, dividends, and capital gains all happening at once. That combination pushes many people into higher marginal tax brackets during some of their highest earning years. Here's the hidden cost. When you earn more during these later years, you lose the opportunity to withdraw from pre-tax accounts at lower tax rates. Instead, those retirement dollars continue compounding tax deferred, which may sound good, but can lead to larger required minimum distributions later. And larger RMDs can push you into higher tax brackets in your 70s, increase the portion of your Social Security that becomes taxable, raise your Medicare premiums through IRMAA surcharges, and reduce eligibility for certain deductions or credits. Most people don't connect the dots. They think work longer equals grow more, but the structure of retirement taxation means income earned past 60 may actually shrink the flexibility you have later. A few years of high income can create decades of higher taxes. Next, Social Security timing becomes more complex. Many people assume the best way to maximize Social Security is to work until full retirement age or even 70. But if you're still earning a high income, taking Social Security early may cause some benefits to be withheld. Waiting until 70 may not be necessary if your portfolio is already large enough. Continuing to work while delaying benefits may push even more growth into your IRA and 401k balances. Increasing future RMDs, Social Security timing, is not just about waiting for the highest number. It's about coordinating benefits with things such as your earned income, your tax brackets, your retirement account balances, your spouse's benefits, your healthcare costs, your broader long-term plan. For some people, working past 60 actually removes flexibility they could have used to improve their lifetime outcome. The biggest mistake is assuming these decisions can be made in isolation. They can't. Everything interacts. Next, Medicare costs can increase dramatically. This is one of the biggest surprises people face. Medicare premiums are based on your income from 2 years prior. So the income you earn at age 63 can determine what you pay for Medicare at 65. That means if you work past 60 with a high salary or realize large capital gains, sell a property, or take a large IRA withdrawal, that higher income may increase your Medicare premiums down the road. In some cases, the difference is thousands of dollars per year per person, and it isn't always a one-time issue. If income stays elevated, you may see higher premiums year after year through IRMAA surcharges. So while working until 65 might feel responsible, it may quietly increase your healthcare costs throughout your entire retirement. Next, missed opportunities for early retirement tax planning. When someone retires at 60 instead of 65, something important often happens. They enter a period of lower taxable income. That window, sometimes 5 to 10 years, may be the most valuable tax planning opportunity of their life. During those years, you may be able to complete Roth conversions at lower tax rates, reduce future RMDs before they begin, draw from taxable accounts strategically, create future tax-free income streams, lower future Medicare premiums by managing income now, reduce how much of your Social Security will be taxed, smooth out your lifetime tax exposure instead of having it spike later. But if you continue to work through those years, that window may close entirely. One thing most people don't realize is that well-planned early retirement done intentionally with a clear strategy may lower your lifetime tax bill dramatically. It's not about working less. It's about creating more flexibility for the decades that follow. Next, lifestyle costs. Time, energy, and health decline faster than savings grow. There's another cost of working past 60 that doesn't show up on a balance sheet. Your energy changes, your priorities shift, your health becomes less predictable, and your remaining time becomes more valuable than ever. Many people cross 60 and say, I'll just work 3 more years, but those years often turn into less travel during your most active years, fewer meaningful experiences with family, delays in seeing children and grandchildren, fewer opportunities for the kind of retirement you pictured, and sometimes burnout that takes years to recover from. Financial planning is not just math, it's trade-offs. Working longer, especially if you don't need to, may cost you some of the healthiest, most fulfilling years of your life. It's a conversation many people avoid, but it's one of the most important. Next, portfolio risk can quietly increase if you keep working. When you're still earning a paycheck, market volatility often feels manageable. If your portfolio drops temporarily, your income continues and your sense of security remains intact. But when someone works later into their 60s, another pattern can emerge. They leave their portfolio more aggressively invested than it should be. They delay building a structured retirement income plan. They postpone decisions about how and when to take withdrawals. They don't test how their portfolio behaves without a paycheck. This increases your exposure to sequence of returns risk, the risk of experiencing poor market returns early in retirement when you've just started drawing down your assets. If you work until 67, 68, or 69 without preparing the portfolio, you may walk into retirement with too much market risk. No dedicated cash or short-term reserve, no defined income buckets, no clear withdrawal plan, no tax strategy for distributions. Working longer can create a false sense of security. It delays the need to build a system, and that delay itself becomes a risk. Next, the emotional cost. Working longer doesn't guarantee peace of mind. Many people believe that 1 more year or 2 more years or just a little more saved will finally give them certainty. But in practice, certainty rarely comes from working longer. It comes from clarity. Clarity around what you actually spend, where your income will come from in retirement, how your tax strategy works over time, how you'll handle healthcare and Medicare, how your portfolio is structured for both growth and income, when and how you'll claim Social Security, what withdrawal rate is sustainable for your situation, how you'll respond if markets are volatile early in retirement. Once you have clarity, the fear of retiring often begins to fade, not because you suddenly earn more, but because you understand the plan. This is where intentional financial planning can make a meaningful difference. For many people, the biggest cost of working past 60 is the belief that more work is the only path to confidence. The key takeaway is this. Working past 60 can absolutely be beneficial in some situations, but can also come with hidden financial and lifestyle costs that many people never recognize. The goal isn't to retire as early as possible. The goal is to understand what those extra working years are truly costing you and whether they genuinely improve your long-term plan. If you're approaching retirement and want to make sure your plan is working for you, not against you, let's talk. Click the link in the description below to book a free consultation, and I'll walk you through your options.